Hey shooters, if you've watched any of my other videos, you might have noticed that I'm a fan of the old Beretta 80 series and a 70 series actually, but I really like the old Cheetahs, the classic 80 series. So when Beretta, and I've got here this is an 85, which is a single stack 380. I also have an 81, which is the 32 ACP double stack. But when Beretta announced that the new 80X was coming out, which is basically an 84 380 double stack, got excited. They modernized it. If you're watching this video, you've probably seen it. You know, they've got the optics plate, they've got the rail, they got a much better trigger, they trimmed the grip up. So when I ran up on one for a little bit of a deal, I had to have it. So I'm going to shoot a few different these three guns, and kind of compare them. And then at the end, I got something else new that I'll show you. But on this one, I do have a Holosun 407K, and I went with the Gorilla plate. I read some reviews that said the factory Beretta plate was not that great, so I paid up just a little bit more than the Beretta plate cost to get this one. So I can tell you just right off, I've shot it a little bit. I can tell you right off, the trigger is phenomenal. The best double action trigger, stock trigger I've ever felt, especially when you compare it to one of the other ones. So we're going to do a little bit of shooting and compare. I'll try to talk through it. So let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to shoot. This is the my 85, which is a single stack. Again, double single decocker version. About 12 yards from that plate right there in front of me, the white Wilson Combat target. So always start in double action. Long double action, not unmanageable, of course, but actually much crisper single action. All right, so let's decock, do a few more. These guns can be I don't want to call them snappy, but they do recoil directly back into the web of your hand. So they do feel a little bit little different. Got a couple more, I think. All right, lock back. Okay, I will shoot the 81 a couple times. So this is the 81. This is in 32 ACP. This is not the decocker version, so this is basically you can carry this. This is the original, just the standard 81. It's not a B or a BB, so you can carry this cocked and locked. I'm going to start off in double action. Recoil is much lighter, going from a 380 to a 32. See, I'm trying to decock it there. Let's see if we can hit something out at distance. Hey, hit it 50 yards, 12-inch plate, double action. I think I should quit. I'm going to save that round. Crap, let's try. We're going to try for the far one. Far one's about 80 yards out. Oh, took the mag out and got a malfunction. Okay, so what we're going to do, though, is, if you didn't know, you can take the spring, take the barrel out of any of these old Cheetahs. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking the recoil, the 380 barrel, the 380 recoil spring, and I'm putting it in the 81 slide. So I'm going from an 85 to, if I can get it to drop in here, I'm going from an 85 down to a, basically there it is, creating an 84. Let's try this out. There we go. So what I'm doing, yeah, like I said, I'm creating an 84. So now I have a 380 barrel in a double stack. Oh, so also I forgot to mention, I felt the grips on the 81 were a little thick. So what I did, I bought just some old grips, and I actually sanded them a little down, contoured them a little more, and stippled them. And it actually It's still a little thick for my taste for such a small gun, but I can tell a difference, okay? So, again, so now we are gonna use 380 double stack, 81 bottom, 85 top, 85 slide, 85 barrel. Recoil is there, but I'm doing this to directly compare these two guns. So, double action, okay, not terrible. Definitely feel the recoil in here. I got a few left. One more. Heard it hit wood. Okay, so there's that one. So now we're going to swap to the 80 and see how it feels directly compared to, obviously decocker, to the 84 that I made basically. Okay, the double action trigger is much better. Let's try single. I would say the single action triggers are very close to each other. They're both really great triggers, nice and crisp. They're way back at the wall, not a lot of reset. Double action is where this guy shines though. I would say about the same amount of recoil, even though this might be a little bit heavier. I can tell a difference here. See, if I grip like here, my finger does contact. If I swap over here, no contact, barely any contact. So this is definitely a thicker grip around. Let's try double action at distance. Hit, single action. Hit, single action. Hit. Hey, I got a few more. Let's try double action at 85. What do you think? Nope. Single. A little low. Low again. Okay. Let's do it one more time. Our made 84. Have to manually single. Single action. Not terrible. Feels pretty good. Back to our 80X. How did I miss that one? Double action. Hey, took a little bit longer, but I did it. So, you know, I like that gun. I like them both. You know, I have carried this before. Right over the top. Back. To your left. I think this is an improvement. Obviously, beyond just the optic, the rail, the trigger is really what sets it apart. All right. I'm going to cut for camera. I'm going to show you a trick. Be right back. All right, here's the trick. This is from, is it Allegheny Arms? Allegheny? I don't know how they exactly pronounce it, but basically this is a threaded 32 ACP barrel that fits in the Cheetahs. So it does obviously fit in the old 81s because it's 32 ACP, but it also fits right here in my 80X. Again, standard threaded. Let's shoot a few. Grab the right mag. Obviously we're shooting 32 ACP now. Oh, and by the way, the mags, your old 80, you know, your old mags for your old 84, 81, 83, you know, any 380 old mag will fit in this new 80X and vice versa. So I was able to grab a few mags. All right, so we're at 32. Yep. So much nicer recoil. So much nicer. also using the factory 380 spring in this 32 ACP barrel. One more, then I'll show you the last trick. Last trick is, I'm sure that you've been seeing suppressor approval times here lately. ATF has added some people to the office. You know, there's some rumors that it was for the people to be approving braces when they registered braces. That didn't happen. Or if there was also rumors of a lawsuit, so they were trying to cut the time down. So I went ahead and grabbed me a 9mm suppressor. So this is a rugged Obsidian 9. This is in the short configuration, which I prefer because when it's in the long configuration, especially on a little gun like this, it is a little bit not hard to manage. It just doesn't, the weight is, the balance is way off. But good news is 32 is subsonic, and with this threaded barrel, look what I got. Now I can already tell my point of aim has shifted a little bit. Let's try it over here on this head. Well, not much, maybe a little bit to the right. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and take an ear out. Got a few left. Yep, it is shifted to the right, just a hair. The ammo I'm using is, I think it's some either Fiocchi or S&B, or PPU, probably PPU, because I usually buy 32 that I run in my VZ61, which likes the European loading of the 32. All right, we got one more mag left. I'll do a few drills. Uh-oh, out of rounds. Well, you know what? That's all my 32. I'm out. What do you think? You know, hey, you like this suppressor? Is there some other ammo I should try? Is there quieter 32 ACP ammo I need to get? Because that's obviously hearing safe. If I had it on the long configuration, it's very quiet. But yeah, leave me a comment. You know, tell me what I'm missing. I was going to also mention that I saw where Beretta has the 380 barrel for sale, the threaded barrel for this. I want $250 for it. That's a little steep for a gun that costs $7 to $8. You know, that to me, that's a little much, paying almost 30% of the cost of the gun for just a new barrel. So anyway, appreciate you watching. Hey, if you got an 80X, you can throw an 81 32 barrel and you got two guns in one. How about that? All right, see you next time.